Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Saturday. This is Darlene. I am posted at home doing some work. I went out earlier and did my little, well, I do meditation like every day. But I went to a specific place to do like the little meditation situation, and then visited the sauna to reset and all that good stuff. So now I'm back home and I am getting ready to do some creating. And this is one of the wire beads that I made yesterday with some 18 gauge wires. So I am going to use this to make a bracelet. So I'm going to use this bead as the focal. So I'm going to go ahead and thread it. And then that's what it looks like so far. So I'm going to go ahead and use the wire spacers. I think I have a video for these already. I'll find that video. And I need to make sure this is right in the middle. So I always leave a hole, like that little hole, so you can see it right in the middle. So if it's right in the middle, it will allow for the spacer to be aligned correctly. So we got that. And then we got our second one. But we're not going to use this bead. If anything looks like it is not 100%, I don't use it. If a bead is bent all up and it's not cut correctly and it's not a nice round shape or whatever that shape is supposed to be, I don't use it. Every once in a while, if a bead has like a little indentation or something in it, I'll use it, because it, like this one, because you see like that little indentation. I'm going to use this because I like that. It adds character, you know, to the bracelet. And I know sometimes people will probably see something like that and it's like, oh, well, that got a dent in it. Well, you know, it's added. And if you add it in the description, you know, like there's some slight indentions here and there just to add character to the piece, you know, then, and people don't read stuff anyway. So even if it's somebody buy it and it's there in the description, you know, they can, that's not debatable because it's like it's in the description. But I think we so quick to order things and not read, you know, what's going on. And we end up with something that's pretty. Then we end up with something and be like, I didn't pay for this. Well, yeah, you did. It's in the description. And that's why we need to, you know, sometimes we just need to slow down. And we are all guilty of it. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a charm on here too, because I like this. So we're going to go ahead and tie it off. I think I'm going to make a couple of these. It's a quiet Saturday too. When I went out earlier, well, I left real early this morning. It was nice and quiet. And I was like, it almost felt like, you know how Super Bowl Sunday feel real quiet and there's no cars moving around and like it's just quiet. That's how it felt this morning when I left. It wasn't no cars on the road, you know, nothing. I'm like, it is quiet out here. Usually down the street from me there is a McDonald's. And usually the McDonald's drive-through is like jam-packed. It wasn't this morning for some reason. I'm going to pull that in there, and then that locks in. And this is basically what this looks like. That is gorgeous. Just all that gold makes it look nice and rich. And it's very comfortable. So something right here, I'm seeing a little, how this wire is coming out right here. And you know we can't have that. So we'll just fold it inward. And then that looks good. And then I think I want to put a charm on here. This is really pretty. I mean, this is like really pretty. I'm going to have to figure out, oh, you know what? Probably because this bead is bigger than this one. So this bead is about the size of the 20 millimeters. So I should have used this bead. And you can see this one is like about the same size as the beads. And then it would have fit more perfectly inside and it wouldn't be as high up as right here. But either way, I still like it. Adds a lot of beauty and, you know, it's like just very different. But let's put a charm on here. Let's figure out what charm we want to make and put on here. Let's see. What can we make a charm out of? One of these little small beads. We'll use one of these because the color matches good with this. And we might just throw a couple of them on here. Let's see what we're going to do. This is too thick. That's some extra wire I had. This is the thinner wire. So because it's a thinner wire, I'm still going to use it. Now with the thinner wire like this, I wouldn't just thread this and then close this off on the end right here because the wire is too flimsy. And then there's a chance that the end of that can come loose. So when it's thinner wire like this, I usually do something like this. I'll thread it and then I'll just fold the wire up like that. You can see. And then I just go ahead and wrap that wire right on around. Get my pliers. And then just wrap that wire right on around like that. And I'm going to clip this off because I don't feel like messing with it. We clip that off. Close that little extra piece right on down. Watch your fingers because sometimes you can close your fingers up in this. So we're just going to close that right down. And then we'll have our bead on there. We go ahead and fold the wire. And then we'll just go ahead and wrap it. Do that up like that. And if you wanted to, you can take the wire down around the bead. Something like this. And then just kind of bend that wire. Like that. And then just go ahead and wrap it around the bead. And then come back up. And then that adds a little wire decoration on the bead. And go ahead and close that wire down on there. Straighten the top up. Make sure that's straight like that. And then just go ahead and wrap that wire on around. And I'm going to just go ahead and clip this part off. And then we'll just close this down on it. A little end of the wire. Bend it back up. You can always use your pliers to bend that wire inward. And then you got some wire decoration on your bead like this. And then what we're going to do, we are going to take our jump ring. Let's take our jump ring, find the front. And then go ahead and close this off. You can, as you're beading the beads, you can put the charm on as you're going. You know, like bead, bead, put the charm on, bead, bead. You can do that if, like that's something you want to do to make it quicker for yourself. But right here, I don't want it right here. I probably put it over here somewhere. So let's do that. So you can do that, but I just like putting the charm on after the fact. It's just something about, because the whole process of creating is relaxing to me. So I don't be wanting to miss no steps. I don't want to miss any steps because it's relaxing to me. I enjoy doing it. I'm not doing it for the fastness of it or anything like that. I just like making jewelry. Like I literally like to just sit here relaxed, listening to something that is positive, that is uplifting, that is, that helps put me in a spirit of productivity and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times I'll sit here and listen to my own audio books and business books and stuff. When whose voice would I rather really be in my head? My own. Because when we listen to everybody else's audio books and books and all that other kind of stuff, we're basically listening to their voice. We're listening to their thoughts, their reasoning, their perspectives and things, right? So I do listen to other things, but I do like listening to my own too. That's why I will, create and put together and publish audio books and different things like that. So I could, encourage myself. The Bible says, encourage thy own self, right? So there are times when we just need to encourage our own self. But this is what this looks like. That's pretty. I love the colors. I love how the wire. So I'm almost tempted. You know what? I'm almost tempted. Let's do this. I'm almost tempted to take it apart and use the smaller bead. And I think I'm going to do that real quick. Because sometimes it happens like that. Like, because I'm looking at it and it's like this bead is more so for the, so this one is more like for the 25 millimeter beads. I got any up here? So, because you can see the difference in size. Like this one is 20 millimeter. This one is like maybe 25 millimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 20 millimeter. And then let's see if that makes a difference in the look. And I'm sure it will. Because I keep looking at it and I'm like, okay, well, I think I want to change that out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just switch it to this smaller.
The city hums its midnight tune, neon lights beneath the moon, your silhouette a blazing spark, dancing fire ignites the dark. Your heartbeat's got a steady flow, a melody I can't let go. Your touch is a rhythm on my skin, a groove where love begins to spin. Feel the beat in every breath we take, moving closer till the stars are awake. Your love's a rhythm I can't deny, dancing smooth under the velvet sky. A soulful vibe, it sets me free. Your laughter's like a sweet refrain, it echoes deep inside my veins. Let the bass line guide our souls, feel the high as the story unfolds. We're floating on this endless vibe, together forever we collide. Feel the beat in every breath we take, moving closer closer till the stars awake. Your love's a rhythm I can't deny, dancing smooth under the velvet sky.
So now that looks a lot better than the bigger one, just like all big and huge up in there like that. So this is the little bracelet. Perfect fit, feels very comfortable. Very nice. I like this. I like the colors too, the brightness of them. But this was a real easy bracelet. And it's literally handmade. So our charm is custom made from a bead. And we went ahead and used some 18 gauge wire to wrap it with. And then we have some 18 gauge wire spacers that we made, spacers, beads, whatever, that we made to make them the focals. And then we got 20 millimeter hand painted beads. And then this is what we got. And let's just make one more since we have enough beads. I made extra of these for myself because I wanted to make a couple of bracelets so I could take some pictures and also put them on the different websites. And let me see, do I want to put, let's try this bead, this matches. Something real easy, and I think I need to put, before I even do this, I need to put a couple of, oh shoot, I'm wasting the beads all over the place. I need to put a couple of beads. But these are the bracelets. I like the way these look. You guys let me know what you think. I do like the way this one matches with all these other, like with the other beads. And there's like something about these hand painted beads. I went to an event, and one of the necklaces, remember I told you guys I was going to wear one of the necklaces or something because I was going somewhere. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay. Lord have mercy. And my thing is, I don't pass out business cards. I don't do none of that kind of stuff. When people ask about something and you standing there having a conversation, I said, just go to Google, type in Jewelry by BDK. And the reason why I have people to go to Google and type in Jewelry by BDK, because when they go to Google and type in Jewelry by BDK, everything that Jewelry by BDK does and is about comes up. That includes the YouTube channel, that includes Instagram, that includes Amazon, my line of journals that are on Amazon. That includes the Amazon store where I sell products through. That includes my digital magazine that's on the issue website. That includes, like, anything Jewelry by BDK is about, you could type in Jewelry by BDK and everything comes up, including the website. So that's why I'm not in the habit of saying, oh, well, go to my website at www.jbbdk.com. I never do that. It's always go to Google, type in Jewelry by BDK. And people will literally be standing there and they'll go to Google on their phone and type in Jewelry by, they'll be like, oh my God, yeah, everything comes up. So when that happens, that means that they can save it in their phone and go back later on and be looking at it and checking things out. But that's one reason why I always do that. I don't never just give the website. But anyway, it's a beautiful Saturday in my neighborhood. I'm going to sit here and make some more bracelets, paint some more beads. I got some new beads going on the website. These are going on the website in about an hour. So I'll have some of these on, some real beautiful brown beads that's going up. Like, a lot of new beads are going on the website today. So if you're interested in any of the beads, go ahead and check them out. I'm also going to be putting bags of beads on there, like 50 beads for $10. So those are like the leftover beads, ooh, Darlene, why are you misusing me beads? So all those are leftover kind of beads and stuff. So, but they're really nice beads. So really nice. There's going to be some, those octagon shapes in there, the tube shape in there, round beads. It's going to be probably some 25 millimeter, maybe a couple of 30 millimeters, but they're just going to be an assortment of them. 50 of them for $10, and those should be on the website by the end of the day. And I'll be back with another video, and guess what? We'll talk.